Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, RollCaseTV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of white flag frustration. Just finished up specials. We're going to be doing tuner. This last special vehicle just about killed me. I had to keep turning down the difficulty level. I had to turn up my assist, like anti-lock braking and all that stuff, and still had to run a race several times to get through it. Very difficult vehicle. So I'm going to go to tuners, and I'm going to start doing this, and hopefully everything will be fine. I'm going to go back to a hard difficulty level, but I'm going to keep my assist turned up. Go back to hard difficulty level, and hopefully be able to get through these. If it ever gets to a point where I just can't do it on hard, I'll do my normal. I'll do one race on hard. If I don't win it, I'll do another race on medium. If I don't win it, I'll do a race on easy. And I'll keep doing that until I get to vehicles that I think I just can't do anything on hard. I might abort the race in the middle and immediately turn down to medium or easy. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I need a little more fluid here. Things are getting harder for me, and I'm an old man. I'm desperately hoping that I can get through this playthrough. I know I can't do any of the drift events, so I'm not going to get the challenges, because to get the gauntlet, well, the challenges don't work. The challenges, these grid challenges don't work, because I know I can't do the challenges because I need to meet certain sponsor challenges, and a lot of the sponsors are broken, so I can't get the grid challenges. But I also can't do the drift events because I literally can't do the drift events. I'm terrible at drifting. I finished last by a mile when I tried it on the easiest level with all the assists and everything. Drift assist turned down. So yeah, there's no way I'm going to ever be able to finish entire drift series. So I'm just skipping the drift series, which means without doing the drifts, I won't be able to do the gauntlet because I have to complete all the pro categories, and I only have 3 of 9 right now. And the 9 categories include drift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they may include the grid challenges and the drift. So maybe they give you 10 categories, you need to complete 9 out of these 10. But the fact that I can't do this one because it's broken, and I can't do this one because I don't have a skill, means I'm not going to get 9. So once pro is over, this series will be over. We're coming up on halfway through pro. This will be the when I finish tuner, it'll be the halfway point. So if you have any other suggestions for other racing games to play, I've got a couple in mind. But if you have any other suggestions, go ahead and leave a YouTube comment. By the time this goes out on YouTube, there'll still be plenty of time to give me suggestions. So yeah, give me suggestions. If you're watching on Twitch, you can always whisper on Twitch with some suggestions, and I'll go from there. Keep in mind, this is Xbox gaming, so no, it has to be available on Xbox, preferably Xbox One, because that's what I'm playing on right now. I don't have my S set up. Yeah, I got it as a collector's item. I'm gonna get an X eventually, but Series S, Series X. But yeah, it has to be available on Xbox. And if they're too much money, I won't buy it. I've got a few. All right. Let's get started here with tuner, which is, let's see, what is tuner? Tuner is series 21.1 we're doing here. That's what it is. All right, Pro Muscle. Did not hit Pro Muscle. This has 2 rounds. I got to be aware of that. Select. And you can't select anything, a car, because they always give you a car. And I found out that you don't get credit for races that you use a different car. So if I buy a car, I wasn't getting credit for that race in the overall. But then there's also a bug where they don't give you credit for everything. Last episode, I had to stop in the middle and reboot the game to come back in and make sure that it registered that I had everything. The game is buggy, in case I never mentioned that. The game is buggy and has some weird design elements, like when you do a race and then I go back to do the next race, it doesn't take you back to where you left off. It takes you all the way back to the beginning of the career mode. You have to go select pro, semi-pro, whatever, and then go select your category and then scroll down to the next race. Anyway. Alright, Brands Hatch. What car am I in? Try to remember this. The Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. Alright. And, options. Gameplay. Keep the assists all the way up. And AI difficulty. Start that on hard. And I'm tempted to turn damage level to visual only. But I'm not giving up on that yet. I may end up having to turn that down as well. And terminal damage as well. But those haven't been a problem for me yet. Let's see. I can just apply. And then restart race. Alright, starting on hard difficulty, we'll see how it goes. Maybe doing the rest of the game on medium or easy. And as usual, I'm starting off with a rental, which means I'm gonna have to do a private race, a custom race to get enough miles in to start getting the upgrades in. I can't even start to hit mileage. When I first went into pro mode, I was able to beat them on hard. Is this an elimination race? And it's a 2-thing elimination, which makes it more difficult. Because if I win the first elimination, it'll start me at the end, and I'll have to eliminate immediately. Yeah, now they're going to give me a time penalty. They don't give me time penalties in elimination. They will just dwarf me back farther. Because it's not about the time you finish, it's about whether you survive or not. Now sometimes the strategy when you're doing these elimination races is to not finish first. Because the second race will be in reverse order. And if you finish first, you're going to be on the bubble immediately for elimination, because you'll be starting the second race in last if you finish first. So sometimes what's best is to finish like third, or at least no higher than third, because then you won't immediately be on the bubble. They eliminate 2 at a time. These cars are a lot easier to handle. I think I can win on hard difficulty with these cars. Definitely the last cars I did in the specials category, the final cars there. Had to switch to easy, had to turn on all the assists. Still had to take a couple attempts to meet the objective, which in the final race, the objective was winning it. So I'm in third. This is a good place to be. I would like to end in third. We're still down to 16 though, so I want to get close to the third place person, but then not pass him. Although I don't have to finish first in this race. I mean, look at the objective. It's probably like 5th or 3rd place in this. This is the preliminary race. It will be 3rd or 5th, depending on how many events are. Depending on how many events there are in this car class, I'm going to be. My objective always in the last race is to finish first, but then depending on how many there are, I might either have to finish in 5th or 3rd. for the earlier ones. Now they're definitely getting the first two cars out there pretty fast. I don't think there was an upgrade to this game recently. This kind of rubber banding is not typical in this game. It makes me worry that these guys that are in front of me are it makes me worry that these guys that are in front of me are going to be elite cars. They're going to finish first and second in the last race too, despite starting in last place. Are they just faster than all the other drivers, and they're going to finish first and second in the last race? So, no, we'll see. 8 and 6 are being eliminated. Whoa! Oh! Flashback! I took my eyes off the road. Sorry about that. Still didn't make that turn great. Yeah, I don't have to worry about not passing the third place finisher, because I don't think I can catch the third place guy. I'm barely able to stay ahead of the second place guy. I think I'm going to be moving this down to medium for the next race. I swear there wasn't an update to this game. It only made it harder. Facing elimination. Fine, I want to finish in third. But I finished in third involuntarily, which doesn't make me happy. On this last race, you want to finish in first. A third and a first would be enough to win it. Usually, unless those same two people finish first and second. The only reason for not finishing first in the first race is you'll start in last. Or finish in second on the first race, you'll start in second from last, and then you'll be on the bubble as the first two eliminated. You might not be able to get past... You might not be able to pass the guys in front of you in the 10 seconds or 30 seconds you have before you get eliminated. All right, third place, that's good. Oh, he was close to me because he was, he must have hit me or I hit him. He was Nemesis, a PO'd guy, and he was somebody I was... Yeah, that's my rival in purple, and then green is my teammate. We might share a room. I don't know how much money this racing thing. We might have to share a double room for lodging. Might even have to share just one double bed, and hopefully not. Hopefully they have twin bed lodging at least. My teammate is, you know, we're not that close. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Start the race. Going hard. See if I can do it. I'm not on the bubble yet. I'll be on the bubble soon. There's some people eliminated. I'll be on the bubble, so I do want to pass some people. I need to be passing people fairly soon. I will say my first couple categories of pro were not this difficult as the specials were. In fact, I don't think the first two sets of the first subclasses of specials were not so difficult either. But that last subclass of specials was ridiculously hard. And the one before it might have been a bit hard too. I think I might have had to move it down to medium or easy. Yeah, when I first started the game, it was on easy. Which is where I ended the last session. So I think those cars were also quite difficult for me. But I've only been on specials that I've had turn that down yet in pro mode. But let's see, I might have to turn it down throughout pro mode. I might have to try to finish up pro mode in easy. With all assists on and potentially with damage off. Although the damage is less important because the only damage that really slows you down is if you lose a tire. Aerodynamic damage doesn't really seem to do anything for you, and nor does engine damage. I don't think you can tell you if you get engine damage. Well, they don't tell you if you get any damage. There's no way to look up what your damage is. But you'll see that, the hood comes off or something, which should mess up your aerodynamics. But aerodynamics don't seem to slow you down. And, I can't tell an effect if you smack the front of your car with a... There's no kind of icon that tells you what kind of damage you have on the HUD, so... They're telling me it's damage, but the only damage that I'm able to confirm has any effect is if your tires get punctured. I'd like to look up briefly to see what my position is, but I'm really focused on the road right now. It's pretty difficult. Fourth, okay. I don't think I lost too much time from that. Those other cars, I've said this before, maybe if I did some tuning, I could have made it a little bit easier on myself. But I don't know what the tuning is. The tuning options are really simple. They're things like brake bias. They only have like 5 of them. Aerodynamics is one of them. They only have like 5 of them. I think it's acceleration versus top speed. They might call it final drive. You can't set the individual gears or anything, which I don't usually use anyway. Like, you can't do like any kind of roll bar settings or anything like that. So I think I'd have to look it up. There's only like 5 categories. No tire pressure or anything like that. Brake bias, final drive, and there are 2. I'm not going to do it. But they're very rudimentary. The final drive might. But then you have to know what kind of road you're on. If you're on a road with lots of straightaways, you're going to want to set it towards top speed. If you're on a road that has lots of twists and turns, you're going to want to set it towards acceleration. You don't know. So I don't know. I don't know what to set it at. Oh, I might as well rewind that. I was in first place. I might as well not get knocked out of first place. It wasn't my fault. Even though I recovered fairly well, it's still, I got knocked out of first place. I don't know how much farther I have to go. That's a place where I mean flashbacks are warranted, because the whole reason I did the turn flashbacks on is because the aggression is so high. First place, there we go. A third and a first. I'm pretty sure that will give me first place overall. And that's me. Now I can fix delivery and get the mileage I need for the first upgrade level. After I check to see, I might need 2 upgrade levels worth. And event, yes, quite a bit. Unlock drift. Who cares? Not doing it. I hate drift. Oh, I have to go all the way back. Why does it not take you back to the race you just did? You gotta go all the way back to the beginning. Tuner. Okay. I did this one. How many pro muscles are there? There's 1, 2, 3. It looks like only 3. Just also pro muscle. I don't have it turned on, so it's impossible to see. That does not look like the same icon as Pro Muscle. This is fully upgraded Pro Muscle. Oh, it says in text. This is the Skyline, Nissan Skyline. Pro Muscle Finale. Okay, so there's only 3 races. And I don't know if I have an option to select. What vehicle am I driving? What vehicle was I driving? Oh crap, what vehicle was I driving? I can't tell. If I go to the garage, it's another thing. You would think if you went to the garage, it would take you to the vehicle you were just driving, but it doesn't do that either. It takes you right back to the beginning. Okay, what am I driving? Chevy Corvette ZR1. Yes, Chevy Corvette ZR1. So, go to the garage. Go to, what was this? Tuner. Yeah, see, I would never find it if I didn't look this way. Because it doesn't list the subclass here. So I can't do based on the subclass. I have to scroll through all of these. Chevy Corvette ZR1. ZR1. Should have started at the beginning. Chevy Corvette ZR1. Okay, that's the one. Now, so height upgrades. I own it now. Okay, and it's got 3 levels of upgrades. And since there's only 3 races, first level with 0 upgrades, second level with 1.5 upgrades, last level with 3 upgrades. So I need to get 25 miles to be able to get half of the stage 2 upgrades. So 25 miles of custom with the Chevy Corvette ZR1, which is part of the, what was it called again? Oh crap. Go back to here, doesn't remember, go back to here. Go back to here, it is Pro Muscle. Pro Muscle, Chevy Corvette ZR1. Pro Muscle, Race Creator. Come here, edit. This is Pro Muscle, Tuner, down to tuners, these are in alphabetical order at least, tuner, okay, looking for Pro Muscle, Pro Muscle, there it is. Now if we look at the vehicles, Chevy Corvette ZR1 is in there. Okay, I'll turn the rest of these off, so I know, again, that's the one I want. Location, I need 25. I got 0 because I didn't get any mileage credit for a rental. So I need 10 laps. of 2.59, so that's all cool. Driver 2, just to have my teammate, my roommate with me, and create the event. And yes, but I can do the livery. I didn't do the livery while I was in the garage, but that's okay. It would have confused me. Livery. Match all the other liveries. This one. Oh, and they got the other colors right. Oh, customize. The other card didn't. Okay. Primary is there. Oh, the secondary is over one. I gotta fix that other card. Well, this secondary is there. Oh, the secondary and tertiary, right. The primary is the lighter green, not the same green. So I gotta fix that other card. Secondary, I know I have to put to here and halfway. And tertiary, put to this yellow, halfway. Okay. So primary is not on the same row as the secondary, so I have to change the primary on that other car that I just drove. Because it was all messed up. It was like black for the primary color and stuff. Do I just say back? You finished back. Okay, and apply. Now, while I'm thinking of it, let's go back to the garage. I didn't know, but I know I can find the car because it's right at the end of the specials. I think it's near the end of the specials. It was at the beginning of the specials. Was it the Ferrari? Customize? No. Ferrari was fine. Oh, what was it? No, not that button. It was under specials. That's what it was. McLaren. Livery. Customize. Yes, that one. It was actually one shade lighter. Okay. Now that looks more correct. It's supposed to look... The primary, secondary, and tertiary colors are supposed to make it look somewhat like the banner. But I like the darker green as my primary. Which is why I choose that default. This particular motorsport thing has the darker green as its default base. Anyway, so I know that's the one I wanted, and it's got this, which is why I picked the swirlies to look like that. But then I had to adjust the colors, the banner to match this. And somewhat match my green logo because I like green. Alright. Back. Go back to Race Creator. I already saved all this, right? So I can just say create event. Full muscle. Yeah, create event. And pick the car because I fixed the livery. And do a boring race, which shouldn't be necessary, but is necessary because they force you to get enough miles. You have to get enough miles for the upgrades. You have to do your own. So, in other words, it messes up your career if you want to do some practice races. It's going to mess up your career. That's one of the bottom lines. You're going to get credit for more money and more mileage and more other things for sponsors than you should be, than you would get just from career mode. So if you're trying to do a career playthrough, unfortunately, if you're doing a career playthrough, you have to do custom races to get enough mileage to unlock all the career races. Or I suppose you could just do the same race over and over and over again. But you might as well do custom events because it will get you the mileage that you need. But that also means if you're doing a custom event, you are credited with the mileage for the career mode. So they're not really independent. So when people ask me, hey, you want to do a race? No, I can't really do much multiplayer anyway, but with this game especially, if I do a multiplayer race, I'm going to end up getting mileage and money that applies towards my career mode, and so it kind of sullies the career mode. It's no longer a pure career mode playthrough at this point. At this point, my career is worth nothing. Anyway, if it spoils the career, that's fine. I've spoiled enough myself. Now, my teammate, is keeping up with me. How is that possible? I usually dust him on this oval. The oval is so easy to drive. You never have to lift. It can't just be this car. I mean, it has to be this car. When I say it can't just be this car, I'm speaking rhetorically. It has to be the car. There's nothing else that's different about this. It's the same oval custom race that I always run. And it's on hard mode, and I can beat my teammate on hard mode. He gets the same upgrades as me. I've got it set to give him the same upgrades as me. Oh, maybe one reason it's not as easy now is because I did put on all the assists, which for a little oval like this is gonna potentially slow me down. Although I'm not anti-lock braking. I'm not braking at all going around this thing. But maybe the traction control and the stability control are slowing me down slightly. Now I seem to be dusting. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, not taking the corners where I should be. Ouch, that was not a good idea. I'm almost nodding off it. Oh, it's so boring. Yes, I could do a more interesting race, but that's not what this is about. This is about the career mode, and so I just want to get the mileage as easily and quickly and painlessly as I can. In the past, I've only had to do like 2 laps usually, because I could get, in the past, meaning on the semi-pro and the rookie, I only had to occasionally do a couple laps because I would get enough miles. They didn't start you with rentals, you start with your own car. I could get enough miles in the first race that I only needed another 5 miles to get the first level of upgrades. They didn't have 3rd level upgrades. And now they have 3 levels of upgrades. and you can't get nearly enough miles, and they start you with a rental car. Seven, huh? I really am starting to nod off. I think of a good story to tell to keep me awake, but I'm falling asleep and can't think of any good stories to tell. And I'm out of soda. I got another can sitting outside, just outside of my reach, which I have to focus on this. I couldn't open it anyway. I'm not going to pause the race for something that ridiculous. I want to get through the race. Is it stuck on 7? I swear it's been on 7 for 20 minutes. Okay, went to 8. I'm kind of dusting my teammate like I used to. Again, the one thing that has changed is the difficulty level of each car as I progress through might necessitate me going lower. But I thought that would be just controlling the car. The car's so fast it's hard to control. But this car is easy to control. I'm going around an oval. And I won the first race, so I know I can control it. But he's sticking with me. Oh, again, wasn't paying attention. 9! Oh, I just want to get through this. Oh, please. 10 coming up soon, please. Please. No, I'm on the back straight. Oh, Lord. All right, final lap. I need to take a drink. I can't wait any longer. Sorry, I hate to pause in the middle of an actual race, but this is just a boring trying to get mileage race. This is a test track. Put some miles in the engine and whatever. Charge up the battery for the next race. Get some miles in. Why you would have to break in a brand new racing car, but maybe. I know very little about cars. I love racing games, but I'm not exactly a motorhead. I don't know much about cars at all. Know what certain cars I like to drive, but that's about it. Oh, okay, folks. I did mention I was tired, right? Okay. Continuing on. Sorry, just a message I got. I'm going to mute myself for a second here so I can open my other soda. If I do not mute while I open the soda, I will yeah. If I don't mute while I'm opening the soda, then I hope you guys can't hear what's going on in the kitchen. I don't, I'm not sure I hear it coming through, but there's some activity in the kitchen right now. What was I doing? I opened the soda. Oh, I was saying I don't like to open the soda when I'm, because it's a can, and it sounds like a Busch beer commercial. But I don't care about any of this stuff. I just care about the mileage. Did I get my 25 miles? I guess I did. Career mode! Don't remember where I left off. I love it when you don't remember. Tuner. Pro. Muscles. Oh, 3 rounds. I don't have time to do 3 rounds, do I? Pick my car. That's my car. I have an option now to pick the car. What was this? This is a circuit race? Yes, circuit race, okay. And 3 rounds is going to be interesting. I don't necessarily want to finish first again. Although in elimination, it's more important. A circuit race, I mean, I'm starting from the middle. I seem to be able to pass them pretty easily. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I think this is just going to be a practice. I don't have time for 3 rounds. So I'm just going to go around here and then restart this when I'm done. So I'm not going to bother to... I'm not going to bother to actually finish this race. Just get familiarity with it. And I think if I win the first round, I won't be able to save it right there. I think it'll only save between races. I don't necessarily want to start a new YouTube episode in the middle of the race either, so I'll just restart it. Oh! Well, you're in a good spot. Well, yes, I seem to be able to handle these cars on hard difficulty. Oh, lap 3 of 5, definitely not going to have enough time. Oh well. Just a practice race. Just a practice race. I could have gotten miles this way. I mean, I'll have enough time to finish this, but I won't have enough time to do the other two parts. Now, there's two options when you quit. One is retire. The other one is like leave. And when you say retire, it doesn't give you your stats, or maybe retire does give you your stats and quit doesn't. I want to do the one that doesn't give me my stats, because I don't want to get credit for this as a practice race necessarily. I'm trying to, you know, do the career thing. I'll get more miles than I would normally get, that sort of thing. So, although my guess is I'll get at least 3 miles on this event to be able to do the upgrades for the next event. Since this is a pretty long track as it is, 5 laps around here. Well, that 5? Is that the finish line? I don't think so. No, it was white, not green. Yeah, definitely I'm beating these guys handily in these cars. Now, on hard difficulty, the asphalt, they do have about the same capability as you. As far as speed and that sort of thing. They do have upgrades. Now, they may have only had level 1 upgrades, not level 1.5 upgrades. But, oh, I didn't have to finish first. Oh, no. Oh, that's right. It's just part 1 of the event. I didn't actually finish it. But I won that race easily enough. Oh, and I am going to get the miles. Oh, I should have stopped before the end. Ah, crap. Oh, I could have said restart. Oh, I could have said restart. And then I could have said retire. Oh, crap. Then they would have taken the miles away, or did I think I got the miles anyway. I think I probably got the miles. If I say retire, then I'll have to start do that first race over again. I think. What are the options? Can't do it here. To actually start the race. Confirm quit. You sure you want to quit? No. So I don't want to leave the race. I want to actually retire from the race. Which is why I should have restart. Reset vehicle options. You reset the vehicle? What does that mean? How is that different than the restart? Oh, if you get stuck somewhere. Okay. Retire and quit. Retire. Yes, I want to retire. Now I bet it's going to take me to 3. Yes, it is. I'm just retired from the race, not the entire event. Oh, for goodness sakes. Well, I'll fail it if I retire twice, right? which I'll finish last. X. Big old X. Good, that's what I wanted, because I want to do that over again, because I don't have time to do it. The whole event this episode, though I did screw up my money, and I did screw up my miles, but I would have gotten the miles anyway, and the money's kind of immaterial. But it's no more screwing it up than if I had to redo a race that was on hard and redo it on medium, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so that is going to do it for this episode. Let's see where I am. Tuner, 9%. I did not accomplish this, so I have to do this over again. But I'm going to still do it over again on hard mode. And I'm not going to remember that I'm going to do it again on hard mode, because I see I didn't accomplish it, so I'm going to think I need to do it on medium mode. But I don't. Maybe I'll remember. It'll take a week. But maybe I'll remember. Okay, folks. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around for a couple minutes. I'm going to see if there's someone to raid. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode of Grid Legends will be the next weekend at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is midnight in the UK and noon the next day in New Zealand. So, for those of you on Twitch, once again, stick around. For those on YouTube, I hope you have a great afternoon, great evening, great morning, great night. Great whenever it is until I see you again. And wherever you end up going, on the road or in life, don't forget to enjoy the drive. Alright, Twitch, stick around. YouTube, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.